We're live.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's on brand for this
What's
episode.
going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Tyrannophobia Podcast. Just so everybody knows at home, it smells like somebody stepped on a spider in here. So,
Gotta kill him one way or another.
but
First step on a spider, then a spider step on you.
nah,
Exactly.
Has more legs.
that'd be more terrifying. So today, just don't really have a topic in mind. We're just gonna kind of breeze through a couple of things we have on our minds.
There is one big topic:
What's that?
the Budweiser virus.
Everyone's
The
dying.
Budweiser virus is sitting on the table with us. Because somebody
Don't call him
forgot
out.
Somebody forgot to let it get it out.
He's a sensitive boy.
Yes. He's sensitive to viral infection.
Unlike the rest of you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's shocking how many people are like, yeah, this is how we're all gonna die. It's not how we're all gonna die.
It sucks because like we just had like a full on conversation about this before we went live, so we got to learn to stop doing that.
You know what? We're warmed up. That's fine. Just
I feel weird saying the same thing twice.
doesn't it? Yeah. Like I would repeat the story I told, but we'll see how I feel in a moment. Yeah, I don't know. Thinking about how freaked out everybody is, especially when I think about the fact that everyone did see those memes of like if you've been in a grody punk bathroom.
Yeah.
You're like immune to coronavirus.
Yeah.
I was thinking like most people in bands were probably not gonna like you got to be like a super deep level like junkie with a very high level immunocompromised level to die if you have like I don't know taken a poop in the eye bathroom.
Yeah. That could be one thing you could do instead of like we could redo what this conversation is. What do you think you've done in your life that's made you immune to coronavirus?
Yeah.
I lick batteries.
I ate a worm once.
You ate a worm once?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking horrible.
Why did you eat a
Came out
worm?
alive.
I mean, I work.
So you had a butt worm?
No, it was a
Oh.
butt worm.
It was not a booty worm. It was just a groovy worm.
I'm pretty fastidious. I'm always clean, so I'm probably screwed.
Yeah.
I think it'd be all right.
That was one thing I heard about like lice back in the day. Like if you had like clean ass hair, you're gonna get lice.
Don't
But
say
like
that.
with the Italians, we got some greasy ass hair. I never had lice, like ever.
Good.
That greasy ass hair keeps the fucking
Well,
lice
you know,
out.
you're
'cause they
never
don't
too
like
young.
That shit.
I said you're never too young.
Yeah, I'm never
Yeah.
too young, but
Don't put that on me. I'm working out of school again. I don't even.
Oh god.
That is one of my deepest fears as a.
Just don't bump heads with the kids.
I thought that's how the
Yeah.
kids.
I have
thought
been
that's how the kids
shin-checked
say
by
hello
so
these
many
days.
middle schoolers this last week. It's not even funny.
You know what?
They run and like Mach 1 down the hall. I've gotten shoulder checked like 8 or 9
Wait,
times.
like
now.
Naruto style?
I've seen that.
And not even Naruto style. Just run, like sprint.
I don't get, dude. There used to be so many people like at our school that would fucking do that. Like when it was lunchtime, you just see them yeeting themselves off the freaking stairs, and they're at the freaking lunch line before you even got out of your classroom.
Not that I want to embarrass anybody who I'd probably be a fan of our music, but and I know where we went to high school, and you went to the same place. Did those kids hang out in the corner when you were there?
Yeah.
Like that back corner near the bathrooms near the auditorium slash?
I hung out there.
You did? Are you like, no. But yeah, like, for y'all, was there like a corner they all congregated in consistently?
Are you talking about the Naruto
Yep.
corner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
our corner.
Yeah, I sat there a few times.
They're all right.
I had seagulls eating chips off me in that corner. People in the school thought I was dead. And nobody came over.
Seagulls
I'm
are
like,
eating him. Oh god.
we just had this bright idea to just like, all right, I'm gonna go over here, just put some chips on me and see if the seagulls eat us. We'll try to catch them. Like I was gonna have them lay on me and just give them a hug.
You were going to catch seagulls.
We fed them Alka-Seltzer once.
Oh, so they died.
They didn't die. They just shit foam all over the courtyard.
They died. They definitely died.
They're fine.
No, yeah.
We tried to give it to them in like pickles, and they ate them.
It's like a seagull gagging down a pickle.
What is with like? All right, so earlier we were talking about we were out at the Italian festival in Tradition, and we were talking about that sound that your pets make when they're about to throw up. That noise. He's like that'll rouse you from a dead slumber.
Yeah.
And then my fiance, who's not here, she almost came with me. She goes like, "Yeah, our dishwasher where we live now makes that noise." And this fucking genius goes, "Yeah, that's the fucking dishwasher gnome. Just oh, it was him. Just
Like, yeah,
deep."
that's the dishwasher gnome that comes in and deep throats your silverware.
That's how it gets clean.
And when he said that, I was like, "Fucking wow, wow."
Just taking a whole fork to the
Open it up, he
face.
just goes. He just disappears.
That's the craziest fucking thing I've ever
when,
heard.
when you open your
So far on
dishwasher
this
prematurely
podcast.
and all that steam comes out,
It's the,
that's the gnome.
My dishwasher.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. This is what I kind of wanted tonight. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about tonight.
I think in
man.
general we don't know what we're talking about. Just like
We're just gonna talk about gagging fucking dishwasher gnomes.
yeah, it was a weird week. I think like that was the other thing.
I don't think those words have ever been fucking
No.
uttered by anybody.
that's a brand new sentence right
Yeah,
there.
you heard it here first on the Tyrannophobia podcast. People.
Gagging dishwasher gnomes. That's gonna be the merch that people ask for. Is a photo, a drawing of a gagging dishwasher gnome.
Dude.
That's the Meat Canyon collab I want.
That's the fucking ticket right there. Merch of a gagging dishwasher gnome.
Like a
Drawn
like
by
a
Meat
gnome.
Canyon, 100%.
Yo.
He's just got like a fork like halfway down his throat.
Yeah. Which reminds me, did you watch the new Meat Canyon video?
the
The Rugrat one?
Yeah.
That was
So-
fucking horrifying.
I mean,
There's Reptar.
I just think I don't know. I didn't really have an opinion. I watched it. It was funny because it was like what it was, and I was like, but I was like, yeah, it's not.
It wasn't
like,
as
it's
good.
not like, oh my god, it's so disturbing. It just felt like forced, I guess.
It wasn't as great as the Bugs Bunny one, in my opinion, or the Ed, Edd n Eddy one.
I-
Double wide surprise.
Yeah, with the double wide surprise.
Dude, that was very wild.
I do like that they're not doing like the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
again.
He finds a new way. Like, the next one's supposed to be King of the Hill themed, and he, like, showed the
Oh,
images
is that what
of
that
it.
live stream was?
Yeah, he's drawing a King of the Hill one, because I saw, like, Bobby looks horribly disfigured. I'm like, God, this guy's a
Damn it,
psychopath.
Bobby.
He hasn't released like a Ronald McDonald thing yet, has he?
No, he
I
has
saw
Not
something
video-wise?
with that. I think that's what I saw.
I think
last
he-
night.
he's
It was a live
epic.
stream or something.
He or she, I don't know.
It's a
Oh,
he.
yeah.
It's a he. It's a dude.
Okay. Is posting like pictures on like YouTube on the, like at least on the app. That's
Yeah.
where I saw it of like horrific Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
I thought that was an older video that they already did.
I think he has one of those already up that you can watch, because he's used that. I think he's going to do another one, but the next one he's supposed to drop.
This guy needs to get a cartoon series on fucking Adult Swim.
Fucking
Oh god.
again, like I love the Ed, Edd n Eddy one, but the Bugs Bunny one, when you got that close up where it stinks nice and good, I was watching
Stinks
that
nice
laying
and
in
good.
bed, and I was like, oh, this is nightmare fuel.
Reminds me of my dad.
Oh, God.
damn it.
Jesus.
All right, so we're talking
You
about
ready
you
for that double
today,
wide
how you
surprise?
say things that are edgy, but in the most effortless way that I'm never 100% sure it's gonna come out of your mouth, but I know what it is gonna make me laugh and equally make me want
Kind
to
of just
like
always a-
unzip my skin suit and walk away. Just like I both like love it and also like no.
That's how I deal with trauma.
Just
That's how I know it's
a
wrong.
zombie skeleton just yeets himself out the window.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm mostly just worried when he opens his mouth.
Oh
It's
God.
like what horrific. He's almost like he's like the
Get
Meat
down!
Canyon of our group.
Yeah. I don't know
what
what's about to
horrifying
happen,
thing is gonna come out of his mouth next.
but it's gonna be funny. It's
Yeah.
also gonna make me go like,
It's always good, but yeah.
"Where's the zipper?"
Mrs. Obama, get down.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, fucking. Let me check. Oh, we have a bunch of people. Hey.
We
Hey,
do?
what's up, y'all?
Yeah, we got a bunch of people talking. Oh, two kind of.
Two kind of.
No, we have a few. We got Chad who chopped in. He's like, it's them boys.
It's them boys. What's good?
Jen's in the chat as always. Love seeing you.
Of course.
Spoon's hopped in the chat.
Yay.
We're keeping her entertained on the way home from Disney. What's
Oh
up?
yeah, she got to go.
And
to
we have a
Disney.
sad boy on D Live. What's up, sad boy?
sad boy.
Hashtag relatable.
What up?
Hashtag relatable.
That's the squad right there. Sad boy squad.
Oh my god. So yeah, I seen Fran was over there in Disney. That was really nice.
That's good stuff. She deserves to go to Disney. Fuck.
Tabitha was saw a picture of her with I guess Elsa from Frozen.
Yeah.
She was very horrified with how the Elsa looked. She's like, she looks old. Not her, the Elsa. Like
Yeah, the
like
Elsa looked old.
like
I
a
get it.
bad attempt at doing Elsa.
I have not even. I saw a couple of pictures. Right now, my current thing is I'm like, I don't really like Disney as a company, but I also really want to try their alcoholic beverages at the new Star Wars location. So I'm in an odd quandary. Do I want to support an organization I think is destroying media in America? But I also want to try Star Wars themed alcohol because I'm a 28-year-old nerd.
Sorry, I'm just
Damn
sharing
it.
that.
No, you're going ahead.
Flip a coin.
I don't want to flip a coin.
If
It
you
costs
flip a
money, too.
coin, it'll become quantum entangled, and then you will split off into an alternate universe, and there will be one of you that goes and tries the alcoholic drinks, and
Okay.
another one that fights the man.
Yeah, I
And
think I
then
want to
what
be the
happened?
woke one who fights the man.
Yeah, but you gotta flip
but
the
I'm
coin
sure I'll end
first.
up there at some
Where do I jump in on that conversation? What did I miss?
point. You missed a lot while
I
you were
literally
sharing. It's
just looked
fine.
down for like 2 seconds.
We're quantum entangled now. This is Star Wars, damn it.
Oh,
AKA
God.
the plot of the film. What's the film?
The butterfly effect.
No, not the Butterfly Effect.
Oh wait,
Hey-
you did,
Hey, Johnny.
This got brought up from Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know how my deep disdain for Disney as an organization.
You don't gotta fucking tell me.
I don't trust them. Also, Disney Plus itself barely works,
Mm-hmm.
which is a problem. Because, all right, so I'm currently, like I've told you guys, I'm currently subbing for a middle school band teacher, and they're doing a Pixar medley, and there's some point where they play like the theme to Ratatouille. And midway through, they were like, "Yo, is this right?" And I'm like, first of all, I've never seen Ratatouille. Second of all, I would not know what this theme to Ratatouille is because I've never seen Ratatouille. And finally, I have no idea. I hope
Motherfuckers doing songs from Ratatouille. Meanwhile, we was in band class doing hot cross buns all day
the fifth graders do
with
that.
some nasty ass
Hot
fucking
cross
flutes that got passed around the fucking classroom.
The recorders? The
I had
recorders.
my own. I don't know if you
No,
share
fuck
no,
no,
for
no. When
recorders.
it was flute time, all right,
I had my
all
own.
right, here we go.
Mine was clean.
Here we go.
Don't-
Y'all want a
don't let the
fucking
flutes-
story?
Don't let the flutes
Okay.
touch too.
Y'all over here worried about coronavirus. We're fucking sharing the same flutes.
Yeah, like the metal thing that you gotta.
No,
the recorder.
the recorder.
Okay, you're saying flute. My nigga's like,
What's
that's
the
a very different
difference?
instrument.
It's the same fucking
No,
thing.
very different
One,
instrument.
one's
Yes.
longer.
One's
They're much
longer, one's
different.
made of metal.
Either way, we didn't have our own.
Okay, yeah.
Walked in that classroom, there was just a box. And it smelled like fucking detergent. Because it seemed like all they did was take them and put them in an industrial sized dishwasher.
And push
Oh.
it out.
That wasn't a dishwashing gnome. That was a dishwashing ogre.
No, this dishwashing gnome got his way around town to be able to handle those things.
Oh
He
God.
graduated from the forks and knives.
He's just. Oh. You're
Like a
welcome.
fucking snake throwing its food up.
How stretch its vocal cords would be like. There'd be fucking gun rolls.
Oh yeah, tunnel vocals all day.
Girls would be sick. But yeah, no, like, dude, you come into class every day. It's like some industrial dishwashed flutes.
Some recorders.
Flutes.
I don't know why the flute bit is killing me.
Recorders. Flutes.
It's like they're just dramatically different instruments. Because I would have said the same thing till like.
They both got holes in them. One you hold this way, one you hold this way. What the fuck does it matter?
It's fine.
That's a bassinet.
Listen,
That's a bassinet. You need a
I
bassoon.
appreciate you taking band in school seriously, but I didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
I
fair.
don't know. I'm lost.
You got your guitar up to your face, blowing in the fucking.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
got a hole. It's got to be a flute.
Look, this is how they taught me how to play music, okay?
Playing some kind of. Yeah.
Blow into the hole.
Strumming his drum set.
Fucking. All I did was bring up Ratatouille, and now I'm like, oh fucking.
How do you tune
got
this thing?
recorder flutes up in this bitch.
Fucking try to play my drum set with fucking like guitar picks.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, dude. Fucking recycled flute recorders.
Recycled recorders.
Fucking shake your head at me.
No, like, so here's the thing though. I did the same thing, but they made us buy recorders.
Yeah.
No. I guess I went to the poor school.
I still have mine, I think, in
You
some
might
kind of
have,
fucking drawer.
mine cracked at some point, but they made us all buy one. I had a white one. I hated it. I hated practicing this stupid thing. Because
white
recorder's
things.
not an easy instrument to play. And ironically, one of the greatest recorder players ever is Bon Scott of ACDC. He was a world-renowned recorder player.
Dude, I related so hard to that. You ever see that meme where they mentioned hot cross buns? Like it was like
Yeah.
when you're telling, like, how do I do
Hot
taxes?
cross buns.
Here, grab this recorder. What do I do? Hot cross bun. I'm like, oh my god, that was me in school. It was so bad.
Fucking yeah.
Well, I guess it's weird. I mean, y'all look at me like I got fucking lobsters coming out of my ears when I mentioned that our fucking school made a square dance.
Yes, you have had a very interesting.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then thank God my friend Jennifer guy came in the chat and was like, "Yo, yeah, I remember that shit."
You've said many things in our friendship that I'm like, oh, that's a thing that happened.
Wait a minute. Did I square dance?
I remember in New York they taught us the Macarena in gym.
I guess that must have been the same concept. I mean, maybe it's just like you have to learn some weird dance.
I don't know, man. I'm working with middle schoolers.
I guess
Right now, I feel like my
just
job
like-
is keep them alive and make sure they don't have a baby on
I
campus.
feel like
When
there's. Go ahead, Vin.
When I was in elementary school, they made us do the rubber band man dance, and all you did was hump each other.
Good.
The rubber band man, wild as the Taliban.
Yeah,
9 in
oh,
my right,
yeah.
45 in the other hand.
Probably.
Yes, that exact one.
The song where a man's literally talking
No,
about
he-
holding 2 pistols
He
and his penis.
just had a weird music teacher who wrote it. This is called the Rubber Band Man song.
We're gonna do the rubber band man dance.
Do you want to do the rubber band man with me?
What have I done?
9 in my right, 45 in the other hand.
This explains a lot.
Cause I'm trouble, man. That's
Sorry, what
got
were you gonna say, buddy?
that broke my brain. Everything
Yeah, I
you
don't
said
know.
broke me.
I don't know
Something
anymore.
about flutes.
No.
All right, to be fair, in the chat,
Okay.
Jen immediately was like, where was it? Or is it very, very different instruments? Because I literally said, go get your flutes out day 3, and just the flutes got their stuff. I mean, like, all of you. And one kid went, so you think all instruments are flutes? I'm like, no! Like, flutes are funny
tried you.
instruments.
He tried you.
Yeah, because you can't like try to be sly with band kids. I quickly realized they're all kind
Oh,
of
no.
smart, and they all
Yeah.
kind of come at you with
Every-
like, quick sarcasm.
When I was in band, all of us were the nerds.
Oh, I can't. I have to be very literal with you. Dude, fucking the character from Guardians of the Galaxy who speaks only in brutal truth. Oh, yeah. Fucking,
I can't.
I can't get over just fucking flutes. The flutes don't have holes either. They have like little fucking like
They have caps.
yeah, they have caps. You gotta like press buttons on them. I had to fix one this week.
This mayonnaise
To which I
mixture.
went, I'm just gonna shove a screwdriver
At this point in my eyes, it may as well be.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can
no, I
fi-
don't blame you.
I could figure out a way to play mayonnaise.
just want to like get a jar of it and just stick my hand in it and just.
Yeah, like straight face makes
Did
it
you
fun.
watch the John Mulaney and the Sack Lunch Bunch on Netflix yet? All right, 10 out of 10 recommended because the ending thing in it, it's like a variety show with kids talking about existential dread. That makes no sense, but it's funny. It ends with Jake Gyllenhaal playing a guy called Mr. Music, and he tries to make mayonnaise like a thing, and nothing works. It's one of the best bits I've ever seen committed to film. Because Jake Gyllenhaal's got those wild eyes from Nightcrawler where he's like just super wide. You can't see this because you might be listening. Or also our camera angle, we have one. But like his eyes are like super wide and it's just great.
Have we ever thought about messing with 2 cameras to do this?
Alright, so we have a secondary phone in our bin of doom. But that means I have to set up another stand. And currently our stand is a speaker stand with a Gorilla Pod on it.
Whatever
So-
works.
Yeah, whatever works. Because I literally, one of the YouTubers, the gaming YouTubers I watch,
Yeah.
they decided to do a podcast because they already have all these followers. So why the fuck not?
Nah, yeah.
And their first one, he had 2 camera angles. One was on him, one was on the people he was talking with.
Yeah.
For people who do that for a living, they sure had a lot of issues. We don't.
Yeah.
with
Well, we
one
tried
camera.
to do a multi-camera one, and that was the draft, and that
the
went to
problem-
shit real fast.
I guess it must have been the same thing because like they were doing their podcast and like midway through it was just stuck on the one guy,
Yeah.
and then they edited in like, oh, camera trouble, blah blah blah. Like with one camera, you can't beat it. Like
The more
you don't
technology
need a
you have-
close up on our faces.
The
like-
more technology you have, the more trouble you have.
exactly.
Because I used this same rig to do the Papi Negra podcast, and 2 podcasts ago, for whatever reason, it wasn't this cord, it wasn't my interface, it was just cutting out and being weird. And I like checked all the cords, interface, other than channel 1 doesn't work anymore. I'm like, don't know what happened.
What if it's his vocal cords cutting out?
No, so it literally, like, if you listen to it, the volume just like it's like a low pass filter gets turned on. Like for the first like 30 minutes, at midway, it's just like it's a dance track on someone talking, and like as it's happening, I even say it on mic on there. I'm like, I'm hoping this is my headphones dying. They're like, no, it's not. It wasn't.
Dude, fuck, what the hell was I gonna say? I love the amount of like, you know, the technology that we use just as a band and doing this podcast in general and like all that stuff. The amount of like fuckery that can always happen with this stuff.
Oh my God.
It's like you never know if you like you freaking breathe on it and like you're gonna lose 2 channels or like some microphone cord's
It's
gonna
just
break.
not gonna work.
Like
Things don't make it home with me sometimes.
We could discuss. We played a show, the mall show last. Well, did we talk about how we lost our click track?
I don't
We
think
did.
Yeah, we mentioned it. I don't
think
think
we did,
talked
yeah.
in depth. We didn't get to mention Lee dropping the best meme ever in our group chat
Oh,
with that
Oh
shit.
yeah, that was
The fucking you did the Flex
the
Seal
Flex.
bit. That was fucking great. I wish I would have. Ah man, I should have had it on
Fuck it,
deck.
we're playing it
Like,
live.
played it.
We're playing it live.
Click track goes. Fuck it, we're playing it live. Yeah.
If we didn't mention it last week, we did. We played the show in the mall, and we lost our backing tracks. We did talk about this. I remember.
Yeah, the
mentioning
mixer
something
went down.
about it. So yeah, but we went. Our mixer went down after many months of perfect use. It decides that night to take a shit, and that was the first night that we were forced and stuck to play our set. I had my click, but it was very different and very difficult. I commend everybody for doing such a great job that night.
Yeah, we
for
got
what
through
we
that.
had.
Somehow, I don't know.
But yeah, we can move on. I
Yeah.
didn't think we talked about that being messed up, but that what you
I don't
were
think we
saying
talked about it very
brought
much, but we did. I know we mentioned it. We more or less.
But I
talked
just
about
I
it.
love
We were excited
I
about it.
always love there's always that little hint of like something might not work.
Yeah.
Our rig is like it's like a home built PC. Like when you're like first turning it on, pretty often it's that hope and prayer everything just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Like often that's how things go.
It-
Every time it's like, is it all gonna work? Oh my god, it all worked. Okay.
It kind of made me think like maybe we should, now that we're gonna be having a little downtime, is look at what do we do if we have catastrophic failure on
Yeah.
our rig.
Well, that's why Tabby, I believe, volunteered to make us the Wheel of Misfortune.
Yeah,
Wheel of
that
Misfortune.
was a good fucking
It's a really good idea.
We're just gonna spin the wheel and
Today,
see what's
one of you
broken
loses
today.
A guitar string. Fuck.
God damn it!
Just
This is
walks
how we
up and
die.
clips one of them.
Clang.
Yeah, we
Fuck.
gotta learn how to do that. I'm still like trying to price out a good mixer for us, because I realize we have triggers, backing tracks, and vocals, and I'd like it so we have separate channels so we can like EQ ourselves a little better too. Because right now it's just mixed out. So that'd be nice.
What is that black thing next to where the mixer that
That's a
died?
headphone amp. Because I was trying to route that so you just got the direct feed from the interface, but the interface coming out isn't loud enough. And when you did use it, it sounded like distorted buttholes.
Okay.
So we just
We kind of can't fuck with it because it does. It works very well when we had that mixer in there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Oh.
try to see if I can get us another mixer like this, and then that way we might be able to use that headphone amp because it'll be right channel goes to the DI, left channel goes to the headphone amp, and you'll just get clicks instead of getting clicks and everything at ridiculous volumes.
Yeah,
You'll be able to
because like,
alter the
dude,
volume.
I have that thing turned down.
and it's
and it just-
screaming.
Down to the ground.
Splits my eardrums. I'm like, because my hearing damage isn't gonna come from the music anymore because I wear the in ears and my headphones.
It's just gonna come from the backing tracks I made to kill you.
Yeah, because I hear the backing tracks, the click track. The backing tracks are the worst because like all those like really high tones and stuff are just like
Sorry.
amplified.
Sorry. So we have a new person who popped in our chat.
Okay.
I think it's Millennium Voses. She said, "Sup, everyone," or he said, "Sup, everyone." What up?
What's
Hi
up?
from Twitch.
Thank you for tuning in to us.
Yeah, thank you for tuning into our podcast that we do at midnight because we hate ourselves.
Yes.
But more importantly, we hate you.
Exactly.
We don't.
Just like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you hated.
Let's talk
Oh,
about that
yeah.
because
Tell
I
us
want to.
about that.
Y'all were freaking killing me with that shit.
I feel bad because we dragged poor Vit to it.
It was
Vit needs to
Twice.
see more movies. Fuck that.
I have been living my best life going to the movies with Lee. It's awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, there was the beautiful irony was we went and saw this because we thought that Vit didn't see it, and then lo and behold,
Vit had already seen.
Yeah.
You saw this movie.
Was
Yeah.
he just such a nice
Tell
guy?
me, wait, what?
He didn't tell us that he'd already seen it.
Well, it's better the second time. I need to.
Okay. Oh, it's better the second time. I fucking love this. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that.
Was it a
Explain
date night
yourself.
that inspired you to see it the first time?
No, it was my little brother, youngest one. He used to really like Sonic. Like, I used to let him play on my computer, and I'd go through my search history, and he'd just looking like Sonic porn and stuff.
Oh, okay. So he really likes Sonic.
Yeah.
Fair
so-
enough.
So I
Fair enough.
Throwing your little brother under the
Oh,
bus.
you just threw him right. You
Listen,
balled
we've
that
all
nigga
been there, okay?
with a
Yeet.
strike.
Look, we get those days where just regular stuff ain't gonna work. You gotta find some weird shit.
You ever had a case of the blues?
There's a market for everything.
There's there is. All right, just one slight addendum before we get into Sonic. Did you realize the rising porn search on Pornhub right now is coronavirus porn? I read
What?
that article this week and I was like, yeah, we're living in the darkest timeline.
But
I'm so glad. I love looking on Pornhub search histories.
just
And
seeing,
there's
like,
some
what
weird shit. And like, dude, I've seen full episodes of like Ed, Ed and Eddie. 'Cause I'm scrolling through what I'm trying to get off to, and I just see Ed, Ed and Eddie just
Yeah.
as I'm passing by. I'm
Oh
like,
shit!
oh,
Yeah, guess
what
I'll
the
take a little
fuck is
break.
that?
Before Netflix got Neon Genesis Evangelion, the only place you could watch it was on Pornhub. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, someone was like, yeah, sent me a bunch of links. I
if
was
you
like,
ever get caught with it in your search history, you just tell, hey, I was just watching the latest episode of the cartoons or whatever the hell you're
I
watching.
was not watching, some kind of hardcore gangbang. But anyway, Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
Titty.
I'm sure you can find that on there too. I'm sure somebody's painted blue with some weird fur on them.
Oh, we're about to find out.
So
Yeah, go
why
ahead.
was this movie terrible?
I want to hear it.
It really wasn't for anyone,
Nobody
except
wanted it.
except for a very very particular kind of people that Vit helped establish.
Okay.
Can we?
But-
What kind of people? Can we not?
The,
Say
the
that.
Someone
Sonic,
who really likes
the
Sonic.
Sonic
Oh.
porn.
Well, I really like Sonic. I don't have.
But
the-
it didn't have anything to do with.
It's a thing.
He looked it up. God damn it! Sonic.
Yeah, I saw a lot of things
Get
I was
rid
not
of it.
prepared for.
More than the whole thing.
Clear the history. Clear the history.
Clear the history.
Okay, so who
Oh.
was it? What was the?
It
Yeah, tell me
it
more.
wasn't about it was about Sonic, but it was like a '90s wholesome like person trying to find their family and fit in kind of thing. And I'm like, what about this is admittedly I don't know much about Sonic the Hedgehog. I know Sonic got to go fast.
Sonic go fast.
That's the
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
true.
I
concept
go
of the
fast
game.
as fuck, boy.
So
You got Tails and fucking
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
what's his name that played the actor that played Cyclops and
James Marsden.
yeah, he didn't get cucked this time in this movie.
Good for him. Good
Yeah,
For him.
he had this nice stable relationship.
Good for him.
It was
There's
actually
an interracial. I just can't do it.
I'm just like looking at him. I'm like, that's a bold choice to say next to your brown friend.
You really gonna
About
do that, bro?
I guess we're fighting tonight, young buckaroo.
them's fighting words.
Yeah.
They had a whole 15-minute bar scene where Sonic wanted to do stuff in a bar.
What was his bucket list?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he crossed out like most. He found out what a bucket list was, and he crossed off most of his bucket list in a backtown country bar somehow. And then they got in a slow-mo fight where they tried to pull off the Quicksilver thing that they did in the X-Men movies,
And it
but it didn't work.
Okay.
I just remember he raps that in front of a kid.
Yeah. The funniest part of the movie is they kill it in like the first like 2 minutes of the movie is he picks up a small turtle that's trying to cross the road, and he runs with it really fast, and the turtle's like losing its shit because it's going at like 400 miles per hour.
Okay.
And then he dropped it.
Yeah, he loses it and it flies backwards back on the
And then it
horizon.
ended up on a Mario Kart track
Yeah.
on the other movie.
But it's yeah, that was the funniest part of the movie, and then
I didn't understand the beginning with the owl.
it was yeah, apparently there's some kind of backstory about why Sonic gotta go fast. But-
Yeah.
in the world.
There's
He
a
was
reason to
gonna
go fast.
And then he was going to Mushroom World.
The people that made this movie were on crack.
Yeah.
It's a cocaine movie.
Yes.
It has to be, dude. Look what the first design of Sonic like came out to be.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Basically, that's like my way of putting it. Like, think back to that design.
Yeah.
That's
what they
that's
was-
the quality that Sonic was, and they upgraded Sonic.
The best part was,
But that's the same quality everything else is still.
Yeah.
my favorite part was when the cop guy, he was like, "Time to abuse my powers." And I was just waiting ever since, like, after he said that, I was just waiting for the rest of the movie. I was just waiting for him to shoot a black kid.
Oh no.
Oh! Wait, hold up. He really does say the phrase, "I need to abuse my powers."
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many like they had a joke about like dried poop in Sonic's furry butt.
Well, of course.
That was a joke that needed to exist for some reason.
We get it. He's furry and has dingleberries.
It's like
It happens.
What?
Dingleberries exist.
oh, and gadget acting. I don't know if you saw my post about that in the
No.
other chat.
No.
You know, in sci-fi movies and stuff, when they get like a fake gadget that they have to act with and act like they're doing stuff,
Yeah.
that's a real thing.
Mhm.
And I found that out because Jim Carrey apparently did not give a fuck about his gadget acting, and he has these gloves, and he's just like smacking his hands.
Remember back in
randomly.
when kids used to like clap their hands like in that fucking crazy shit?
Yeah.
It looked like that.
Like that. That the fuck. Like.
Yeah, he's supposed to be pressing these buttons on his gadget gloves, and he's like, this is a paycheck. I don't give a fuck what this looks like.
Yeah, like he just starts clapping and then with one hand and then just explosions and shit. It's pretty
Yeah.
wild.
So I now have an appreciation for people that put actual effort into their gadget acting in sci-fi movies.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't maybe he was doing that kind of like as like wasn't his character kind of supposed to be like what kind of actor Jim could like he's like crazy like
Well,
like he's probably doing that like to make it like look I can do like you know what I'm trying to say like
I get what you're trying to say. He's trying to be more over the top and.
it was
I don't know.
distilled. It was distilled, top shelf Jim Carrey.
Ah.
So
It was like
he was just there for a paycheck.
because I mean Dr. Robotnik like in the games like wasn't like what Jim Carrey could portray
Yeah.
as far as like he wasn't like a funny crazy villain. It was like he was wanting to kill that motherfucker.
I'm gonna get you, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Get the fuck away from my
Snooping
cabbages!
as usual, I
the guy
see.
from Lazy Town, the guy that died from colon cancer.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, it was like him. It was like Jim Carrey trying to be him.
I did get vibes. So like that's odd because when I saw him come out, I thought he looked like that because I've
Yeah.
never seen an episode of Lazy Town. I just knew that guy existed, and he did kind of look like that.
And even though Carrey was phoning it in, just because he was, there to do his thing,
Yeah.
he still was the best part of the movie.
He's Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
It's like fucking trying to think of a movie that like, oh, that is terrible, but it's like Batman versus Superman. Ben Affleck, good actor. Movie around him, bad. Ben Affleck, good.
Yeah, they have. It's just, I have to keep knocking this out of my head because it's so stupid. Sonic drives a truck.
Yeah, he told me this. I lost it.
They have a whole car chase. This is the middle of the movie. There's a car chase where they start off with Sonic just totally pile driving one of Robotnik's vehicles, and then for some reason, Marsden has to get a baseball bat and hang out the side of the truck and try to whack a robot while Sonic drives the Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, he was just like, "It's my turn. You drive."
Product placement too.
I'm
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
yeah, blatantly.
I really want to ask the directors. I'm like,
Why?
You
Oh,
do
yeah,
know
with-
this is about a creature that go fast.
It goes faster than
It
a
was-
Toyota Tundra.
Like another cardinal sin. This guy was so fucking hype for Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, there was parts I tried
I don't ever want to hear that
Like,
sentence.
the first time trying it, it was fucking awful.
You wait. You ate at an Olive Garden?
It was horrible. I wanted to kill myself.
Dude,
It's
I could not-
terrible.
It was. It really was.
Yeah, when I went there, it was like I got some fucking like stuffed mushrooms that were like mad watery. Like they had some dishwater in there or something. Like it was nasty,
I
dude.
tried the breadstick and it tastes like a salt stick.
I like the breadsticks. Like I'll go and eat some breadsticks, but
I
other
mean-
than that, you ain't got no fucking
No, it's-
Italian I want to eat.
It's ass food. It
It's
used
the
to,
McDonald's of the fast. Of
Oh
the
yeah,
Italian
100%. It's the fucking. I would rather eat like fucking Sbarro
Mm-hmm.
than Sbarro's ass.
I'd rather eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
I would definitely
Spaghetti.
rather eat McDonald's than that.
We got our. We got
That broke me that they had Sonic driving a fucking truck.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when he told me. I'm like, are you serious?
I started to fall asleep, not because like it was late and I was tired, but because I'm watching Sonic the Hedgehog drive a fucking Toyota.
While the regular guy fights the thing.
Yeah.
You got anything going on in the chat?
Not right now. Just
Alright.
Jen said goodnight. I was gonna. We got an obvious lull, so let's shout that out. But nothing else really going on in the chat. No one wants to talk about the power of Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
I don't get how his rings fell into San Francisco. Like he just got shot in the leg, then he's like San Francisco and fell to the ground. Then his rings are in San Francisco.
Well, because he was like thinking of, I guess that's how they worked. Is he had to think about where the rings would take him.
What?
The rings are are a portal.
No.
The rings.
Wrong.
Uh huh.
Unacceptable.
No.
He
Yes.
throws the ring and it creates a portal to another world. And that's how he got. That's how he got to
Jim Mushroom World.
I feel like sometimes we talk about movies, I see like, like G could not be a movie producer. Like that sounds dumb.
That's not
No.
what the game did at all.
Fucking stupid.
Remember how like, dude and his wife get sent back to their hometown
Yeah.
after they fall off the building, and then when Sonic and Robotnik get chased back and he goes through the portal back to the town, and then they just show up on the main street of the town, like they knew that they were gonna be there somehow. Did you catch that?
Ta-da.
Yeah, they're literally like the Marsden's character and his wife
Yeah.
get sent back to their hometown from San Francisco via like portal, but then like Robotnik and Sonic have this huge chase around San Francisco, and they go back through a portal back to that hometown just at random because why not? You know, you gotta end it somehow, and then Marsden and his wife character like show up running onto the main street of this town like they knew exactly.
Where they were supposed
And
to
it was
be.
hours later.
Yeah.
They got there in the daytime, and then when Robotnik and Sonic got there, it was like dark out.
And then they're just like, this is our home now. Just
We live here now.
I don't understand it because like literally, those rings were just something he collected in the game, and you know there was no ever a hint of like using that as like what that was. Because when you went to the next level, you just ran by like there's like little checkpoints or whatever. I know it's just the game and the movie, but that is like that didn't. There's
I
nothing.
can't wait to see what they do with the Chaos Emeralds.
Just keep in mind, the first video game movie ever made is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh yeah.
That is in a dystopian hellscape with dinosaurs and Dennis Hopper.
I kind of want to watch that again because I haven't seen it in a long
It's an
time.
insane
I
fucking
love
movie.
that
not kind
Goomba.
of awesome.
It's fucking. Hold
That's a
up.
Goomba.
So
Hold up.
Dennis
Wait,
Dennis
so you know
Hopper.
what Mario looks
The
like,
only
right?
accurate thing in that whole movie about like for Mario and Luigi and stuff, the only accurate looking thing is the Bob-omb.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, I feel like was it Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo? I feel like they're pretty good, well cast. It's like Mario and Luigi.
Too tall. Well,
Yes,
I mean,
that's
tall.
what this fucking movie looks like. Except for that. It is fucking insanity. And like, I'm scratching the surface. This movie has
All right.
like nightclubs.
All right, whatever
and
you just search
space
for,
cops.
put the word porn at the end of it.
No.
No.
Yoshi is like an actual like velociraptor dinosaur.
Yeah. Acclaimed actor of screen and television, Dennis Hopper, is in it. And you might not know who Dennis Hopper is. Dennis Hopper is a serious actor. He has a long tongue and blonde cornrows in this movie, and he's just a white guy.
Princess
Mario's played by acclaimed English actor and playwright Bob Hoskins.
If you're like not really knowledgeable about that, he was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
He was also in the Jet Li film Unleashed. That is one of the most racist movies I've ever seen in my life.
Unleashed. I don't know if I
is the
saw
one
Unleashed.
where Bob Hoskins kept Jet Li as a pet to fight.
Oh no,
Fight
I didn't
Pet.
see that.
Yes, there's
Jet Li was a
movie
Pokemon.
that got a wide release where an Englishman kept an Asian man in a cage, and his name was Danny the dog.
It sounds like Django Unchained.
That was a movie that came out. You can watch it.
I don't-
Throwing that out there, more awkward than what Vince said.
I'm gonna have to see that.
It's low key some of the best fight scenes in his career, but the movies surrounding those fight scenes are horrifying.
Does he at least get to take revenge on
He
Bob
does,
Hoskins?
but
Okay.
again, like he's in like a dog kennel.
For a brief moment, he was a Pokemon.
No, dog. Like he literally makes him wear a leash, and when he sets him off the leash,
and then
he
he's
beats the shit out of
unleashed.
people.
He's on the leash and then he's unleashed.
Yep. Produced by Luc Besson.
In a world.
But yeah, and like then there's John Leguizamo, a very Puerto Rican man, playing
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins, a very English man's brother, as Mario and Luigi.
Also,
The movie surrounding it is fucking psychotic. It's like apparently when they went to go make the movie, it was supposed to be like a fantasy film, and they hired these two directors who had made some character called Max Headroom, and those guys were like, "Yo, we hate this movie. We hate the production design. We want it to look like this." So the movie looks like it sets from the Sylvester Stallone starring
Shred.
fucking Judge Dredd with dinosaurs and machine guns, and there's a guy in it in like an NYPD uniform next to like a tentacle squid prostitute. Like there are scenes of that movie that give me like heart palpitations. I'm like, no one told them no. No one went no. That's no.
Yeah, we got a guy who can make that costume.
Princess Peach was just some lady from Jersey.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like if we remade that movie, like we're not making a new we're not making a new Super Mario Brothers movie. We're just remaking the one from
No,
the
no.
early '90s.
Direct sequel.
Direct.
Double wide surprise.
Prize.
sequel.
Oh god. Featuring
So that's what I think when people are like, "Oh, this video game movie's gonna suck." I'm like, that was the first one we ever got. That hellscape came out in theaters.
But then I guess you look at, The Witcher, I guess, is a good show.
It's a great show. It's the first show that I think they've done based on a video game.
Well, no, it's based on books.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. That performance, he's
Well, yeah,
straight
he's-
pulling from the video game.
Yeah.
They can't say they're pulling from the video game because they got
Yeah.
the rights to the book. But
Do they have a
What's The
goose in the
Witcher
game?
about?
Or in
what's
the game?
what's The Witcher about? The Witcher's about mutant monster hunters, specifically one named Geralt of Rivia. He fucks pussy, he kills monsters, and he has a glorious destiny ahead of him.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
You would
Des-
actually probably like this show.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
And like the lead character hates the show he's in and the universe he lives in. It's literally like if you just put somebody. I feel like it's the closest we'll get to like a Doom TV show, in that Geralt seems to hate everything he's surrounded by.
Yeah.
Like he has no interest in what's happening in the plot of his own life.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to get paid. I just want to be
Yeah.
left alone.
He's really good at killing monsters. He just wants to get paid. Like, that's it.
He's like, I have no time to deal with this.
He keeps getting roped into politics and stuff. He's like,
He's like, I don't care.
Isn't that our lives?
It really is fucking accurate. Yeah, but we've not. I think technically the best good video game movie is Detective Pikachu, and even that's just an okay movie.
if we're gonna go with like, the first one I ever saw that I'm like, this is actually a pretty good movie was the Silent Hill, the first Silent
Oh
Hill.
yeah, that was the one for the longest time. That was
Yeah.
all right.
Because it's like it's
Movies.
actually
they made one move. They made two. They made one. The first one's good. If you want to see a human get completely skinned by a person called Pyramid Head, like literally rips his skin off and throws it at a
like,
door.
it's good because it's just legitimately a good like horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, wear your ass like a Joe Dirt trench coat.
Yeah, Carrot Top's brother is exactly it. Dude is yoked, and he just has a pyramid on his head and carries around a giant sword. It's horrifying.
Yeah. Every moment of the movie is unsettling.
But like, Have we ever? We haven't talked to you about Uwe Boll, have we?
No.
Oh god.
Oh God. Can I tell you about Uwe Boll?
Yes, please.
All right. Uwe Boll's a German director who realized at some point that he could pay video game companies very small sums of money to get the rights to video game things. And then he could use that to get money from the German government to make a movie. Whether it made money or not, he would get paid. So he made like 3 a year. And they were the most unwatchable garbage ever. I've seen hardcore pornography with better acting. He made a House of the Dead movie.
I went to the theaters for that, unfortunately.
So did I. It was ungodly terrible. A Far Cry movie that is bizarre. But most of all, he made a movie based on the video game Postal. Postal is a video game where you just kill people. There's no other thing to the plot. You just murder innocent people. And he made a comedy out of it. It is one of the most unwatchably... It's not even so bad it's good. It's just bad.
We need to watch this for a shitty movie.
We could watch his entire filmography, and you would be boggled by the fact that this man was allowed to make movies. But at some point, he got mad that critics were saying his movies were bad, so he challenged a bunch of critics to a boxing match.
Yeah.
And they showed up and got their ass beat by a giant German man filled with rage. After that happened, the German government was like, why do we keep losing $100 million a year to shitty video game movies? And they finally looked at their laws and changed them.
Is that why he hasn't done anything in a while?
Yes, he stopped being able to get easy money.
I guess, I mean,
Like, let me look up the last
he
movie
did a bad
made.
job, and now he doesn't get to do anymore.
Yes,
that makes
he
sense.
has not made
That's a
any
good
movies since
logical flow of
2017.
events. 17, that's
that
way too recent.
What?
He made an Alone in the Dark movie,
Oh, yeah, with
Blood
Christian
Rain
Slater.
movie, a Dungeon Siege movie starring Jason Statham.
Oh my god.
When you think about swords and sorcery, you think Jason Statham.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
Blood Rain sequel with a different actress, an Alone in the Dark sequel, Far Cry, a film called Rampage that's also just about a guy killing his entire town. Then he made Auschwitz,
Oh.
Blubberella, about an obese vampire superhero in German-occupied Europe. Zombie Massacre,
Zombie Massacre.
Assault on Wall Street, and then In the Name of the King 3, The Last Mission. The last movie he released that even has a fucking, like, Wikipedia article is
where-
Rampage, President Down.
I lost my will to live.
The last video, so technically the last movie he made was in 2016. The last movie he produced was just called House of Evil, and he just produced it.
Oh.
But yeah, like now apparently he owns restaurants.
Oh, good. Well, why not?
Yeah, he's fucking
He
terrifying
gives his
person.
dishes stupid names too.
I hope all of his dishes are
What about
just
his
as
first one?
cheesy
He
as his
lives in-
movies.
He lives in Canada.
Oh, and cool trivia fact: the lead actor from Postal is I forget what his name is. He's he played Scott Farkas in Scott Farkas in Christmas Story.
Oh yeah. I
Trying
don't
to
know
find
the
Postal.
guy's name, but I know
Zach Ward.
Yeah, Zach Ward.
Zach Ward. That's his film debut, Scott Farkas, yes. It also stars Dave Foley. J.K. Simmons is in that movie. And Vern Troyer, a.k.a. Mini-Me, is in that
yeah.
movie. Yeah, it's insanity. It cost $15 million to make. It made $146,000 worldwide. And it's not even the lowest grossing movie ever. While I'm here, let me look it up. Fucking, what's the guy who played Joey's name from Friends?
Oh,
What the fuck is his
God.
name?
Why
We may
can't I
never know.
freaking remember it?
He was in a movie with a guy named Eddie Izzard about two guys fighting in World War II. It's Matt LeBlanc in drag. This movie came out. It cost $30 million, if I remember correctly. I gotta find it. What the fuck is it? Oh, shit. All the Queen's Men. It's made in 2001. All right? It is
Emphasis
during
on
World War II.
queens.
It's British Army people attempting to retrieve the Enigma machine. They literally dress in drag. The movie cost $15 million. How much money do you think it made? Vit, don't answer. You can see it.
Okay. I didn't see it.
71.
71,000. Okay.
3.
Okay. 3,000.
No, $3.
$3. Okay. It's a bold choice.
You said it was how much to make?
15 million.
15 million. And we're going to laugh probably because it's low. So I'd say maybe 30,000.
All right.
Jeopardy rules.
Or you want my Price is
Price is
Right?
Right. That one. Yeah. I'm not good at game
Technically,
shows.
you're the only one who's close if we're going by Price is Right rules. $23,000 worldwide.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ouch.
That could have been like one whole movie theater.
Yeah,
Like
that's one movie theater.
one town.
Dude, so they did the whole. Dude, you're stupid. They're gonna be looking for Army Guys joke way before fucking
Yeah,
Family Guy.
they made that movie.
You're stupid. They're gonna be looking for Army Guys.
They did Mrs. Doubtfire Goes to War.
Yes, yes, yes. That movie came out.
It was a run by Fruity.
Dude, every once in a while, I'll just like end up on like a thing, like looking up like movie box office things. Like there are movies that like made like $5 grand, and like they spent
Dude, we should
tons of money.
we should have like a bit with that for a little while of like, you know, let's try to see who can guess, you know, the price of like these box office flops.
Oh, some of them are terrible. I'm trying to find this other one that came out when I was in fucking LA. I think it made like $4.
What?
Oh, here it is. Zizek's Road,
Uh-huh.
starring Katherine Heigl,
Oh.
Leo Grillo, who I have no idea who that is, and Tom Sizemore. All right, how much money do you think it made?
It's not what you all right.
It cost $1.2 million. How much
Oh.
money do you think it made?
10,000.
Okay, what do you think, Lee?
$83.
What do you think?
How much did it cost?
1.2 million.
20,000.
Vit, read what that says.
30.
$30.
$30?
$30. $30 whole dollars. It made $30.
So the
No
director.
fucking way.
Wait, no.
$30.
It's like 3 movie tickets.
So the director
It was
bought all
released
the
in
actors
one
a ticket
cinema.
to go see it.
No, not
It
even
was-
that.
It literally, the film gained notoriety for its gross ticket sales of only being $30 on its opening run due to its intentionally limited release at a single cinema, making it possibly the lowest grossing film in U.S. history in terms of box office.
Well, I guess
it
that-
released in one theater.
I guess that makes sense.
By
Why would you release it
a
in
couple
one
of old
theater?
ladies and their friend.
Oh, this was the wrong movie.
Because they literally did what they wanted. Now everybody
Technically,
knows
the film
about
only
it
made
because of how much
$20.
it made.
All right, do we have statistics on Titanic 2?
What?
Oh, that didn't get a release. So any of those asylum movies, they don't do wide releases.
How
They
the
Damn
just
it.
sell
fuck
them.
do you make a Titanic 2?
Just as
Do you remember,
easily as
Zombies?
Yes.
That company, before they started making movies exclusively for
Netflix?
not Netflix, Sci-Fi
Hulu?
Channel,
Oh, sci-fi.
they would make what were called mockbusters. So like if you went to Blockbuster like me, because my mom didn't switch to Netflix until Blockbuster was starting to close. When you first got the Blockbuster thing, you would get stuff in the mail, but then you could take those back, and those counted for free movies in the place. So you're in a constant stream. So you'd go in there and be like, yo, I want to watch insert Blockbuster. But they don't got that
Transformers.
shit. I want to watch Transformers. They don't got that shit. So what we do got Transmorphers. It was like the great value version of anything you wanted. Yo, you want Snakes on a Plane? We ain't got that shit. We got Snakes on a
great
Train.
value movies. It's like that fucking skit from fucking. It was either the Amanda Show or All That. What was the one that they
Yeah,
had
that
the,
fucking shitty
we
video
got
store.
This movie better, much better.
That is exactly what it was like.
Oh my
So you
God.
go in there and it'd be like, yo, I want to watch Snakes on a Plane. We ain't got Snakes on a Plane. We got Snakes on a Train now.
we got skinks on a plane.
We got skunks on a bus, nigga. You like skunks?
Skunks on a
How you feel about that shit, dog?
We ain't got Pacific Rim.
It's
We
like-
got Atlantic Rim.
We got Atlantic 3-point conversion.
Wait, I gotta look up. Because there are some that are like, why? Because they're the people who invented Sharknado.
Oh God.
There's like 8
Hey, we got
Sharknados.
skunks on a bus, bro.
'Cause that would be the inverse of our current guessing game, where
Oh my
like
God.
it costs like $3, but it made millions
Yeah, they've
because
they've
people love to
never
watch
lost money in a
shitty
movie.
movies.
We could
Uh,
just guess the appropriate other title for it.
Yo, you want fucking you want Pirates of the Caribbean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you want Pirates of the Caribbean? We got Pirates of Treasure Island.
Uh-huh.
You want the Da Vinci Code? We ain't got that shit. We got the Da Vinci Treasure. You want the Hills Have Eyes? Nigga, we ain't got that shit. We got Hillside Cannibals.
The 9/11 Commission report.
Yeah. Do you want to watch the Bubba version of World Trade Center? United 93? We got the 9/11 Commission report.
Oh my God.
You want to watch Alien versus Predator Requiem? No, I don't. But you would also like to watch Alien versus Hunter. We can't say Predator, and Alien has no trademark on it.
666
Yeah, that one was not. That
They
was a
just went
sequel.
with 999 on that one.
What was the other one? I'm trying to find. Oh, here. Do you want to watch Indiana Jones at the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
No.
No, I don't. You want to watch Alan Quartermain and the Temple of Skulls?
Alan Quartermain.
And the Temple
Da,
of
da, da,
Skulls.
da, 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 da.
Alan Quartermain's an actual.
Yeah, he's
Legit
but
character.
He doesn't have. No one owns the. He's a.
Look,
Instead
it's
of running
Alan
domain.
Quartermain.
Instead of running away from
Which
a
one?
boulder, it's just like a big cube
Oh, yes.
rolling down the fucking runway.
Yeah, if you remember, they made that Land of the Lost adaptation with Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah.
They then released The Land That Time Forgot in response. Yeah,
You
they did a
guys-
bunch of these.
You guys just keep doing what
Oh, the
you're
best
doing.
one here. You want to watch the 40-year-old virgin? Yeah, we don't got that. We got the 18-year-old virgin.
loser.
That's a little close.
What? Yeah, they have so many terrible ones. Instead of Paranormal Activity, they have Paranormal Entity.
Oh yeah, I think I feel
I
like I,
watched
saw
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah, some of them are not great, and sometimes they're just it's just wild.
You want MILF? We
MILF.
got GILF.
Oh no.
Wait, what? You
Fuck.
want? Yeah, we got MILF.
All right,
Well, oh, we want porn. Oh, never mind.
all right. Here's one last guessing game because we're getting close to an hour. All right, they made a Fast 5 mockbuster. What do you think they named it?
Fast 5?
Yeah, it's a Fast and Furious. They're trying to make that cheaply.
Quickly 5.
The quick and angry.
Okay,
Fast Cinco.
you're thinking too much. Just 200 miles per hour. 200 miles per hour.
No, we don't got. We got 200 miles per hour.
Who ain't go faster than
Oh my
Furious?
God, they did a Spring Breakers mockbuster.
What?
Yes, I literally am looking at it right now. 2012.
Winter Breakers?
Spring
No.
Busters.
Bikini Spring Break. Fuck. There's literally a movie on this thing that's just called MILF. In 2010, they released a movie just called MILF.
Wait, what's the synopsis?
But that's what I said.
Yes. Read the plot.
After falling romantically with girls their own age, a group of nerdy male college students discover the excitement of hooking up with sexy older women, often
Ooh.
referred to as MILFs. Lifelong best friends
way, what?
Brandon, Jack Colson, and Anthony, Philip Marlatt, as well as their geek gamer friends Nate, Joseph Boutin, and
Gamer friends.
Ross Ramon Camacho,
Ramon Camacho. Okay.
succeed beyond their wildest dreams as they hook up with a lady after lady. However, when Brandon falls for Anthony's sexually attractive mother, the guy's whole scheme begins to fall apart.
Oh my
That
god.
movie was made, and it's 90 minutes. Holy shit.
I could just
Gamers.
watch that for free on Pornhub.
No, yeah. Yeah, there are hours of these. They make tons every year. There's one movie that's just called Asian Schoolgirls. That's the title of a porno.
That's scary.
Oh, fuck, that's great. What would you call the Bobo version of RoboCop?
Oh God.
I don't even know. 'cause
This
RoboCop
spare
is
parts
the
man.
mobile version of RoboCop.
Tron Man.
Mechanical Mall Cop.
Android Cop.
Fuck.
Just
Android Cop.
hold up, we got people in the chat because we're
Okay.
almost at it. We're at an hour. That's amazing, hopped in. When was the last stream you did? 2 weeks. We've done 2 of the last 2 weeks. We
Yeah.
had some stuff happen in our lives. We had to
We go every
went dark. It
every
was-
Saturday from
now.
about 10:30 or 11 o'clock till now.
Also, Casper Van
Eastern
Dien of Starship Troopers fame directs multiples of these movies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's fucking
Was
wild.
there anything else? Was there anything
I'm
else?
trying to see if there's one more I can find. I found zombies. We're at that point now.
I love zombies.
Zombie.
All right.
Zombievers.
Suicide Squad.
Um,
What would you name the great value version? of
Kamikaze
Suicide
Crew.
Okay, that's actually kind of creative. Kamikaze Crew.
It's
Pearl
not gonna be
Harbor.
anywhere near as creative as that.
9/11.
Sinister Squad.
fucking great value movie titles.
Some of these are fucking like incredibly bad. Like
Nazi
two.
Overlord.
Where do you see? Yeah, instead of Overlord, they just add Nazi in front.
Nazi Overlord.
Instead, if they release the Predator, we're just gonna release Alien Predator.
Triassic World.
Triassic World.
Instead
It
of
was a
Tomb
dinosaur
Raider,
over the
it's
Tribalisticus
Tomb
era.
Invader.
Tomb and oh,
What?
that's what they call it when you go out with an old lady.
A Tomb Invader.
I'm a tomb invader.
Yeah.
Let me crack into that crypt.
A Tomb Invader.
AKA the title they should have named
Oh
Melvin.
my god.
Reminds me of
Jesus fuck.
a Simpsons gag where Skinner is in the Quickie Mart with Apu,
Yeah.
and he tells him this great idea for a story that he had is basically Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And he tells Apu that he's gonna name it Billy and the Clonosaurus. And Apu gets super fucking pissed off and goes on like a 10-minute rant about why his idea already exists. It's like one of the greatest movies of all time. And calls Skinner a fucking idiot. It's freaking awesome. Billy and the Clonosaurus.
Oh fuck. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
This went away. It went in a very different direction.
We gotta keep that going with the great value movie title.
Oh yeah, they just dropped a new one, an animated one, for Onward that just released this weekend. The new
Oh,
Pixar
that was
movie.
fast.
Backward.
All right.
Forward.
Forward, backward.
It even walks backwards.
He's just going west.
Weast.
Did they set it to Wombo?
It's got it set to whoa. It needs to be set to mumbo.
What is it?
Homeward.
God damn it.
Homeward.
Squidward.
Yeah. They were-
Squidward.
What kills me is how many of these just seem like porn titles. Evil Nanny.
Milf.
Uh-huh.
Just
I think they're actually like they're-
Japanese schoolgirls.
as much as they're like mockbusters, they're trying to like steal a little bit of the coinage from like the Hollywood industry. They're also trying to take from like the handbags of the porn industry as well.
Probably a little bit.
Airplane versus volcano.
Asian schoolgirls. Hey, there's not even any freaking nudity in here.
There's like 20 different videos with that fucking title.
Not when you're. I don't understand. Like they have to just. I don't know who they're making these for at this point. When Blockbuster went out of business, I'm like, I couldn't imagine owning a like small chain store and be like, I'm gonna put these
So-
in my thing.
You know what drives me nuts is that last Blockbuster that was in Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
They closed and that little Bark Avenue place opened up.
They use the same sign. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
dare they? You let that thing rest in peace.
You let it die.
I want to go over there and just like scrape off the paint and see if the fucking logo's
You're a
still on it.
Blockbuster again.
The fucking the Blockbuster that used to be in St. Lucie West, the thing's changed like 3 times. It used to be, it was the Blockbuster, then they turned it into like a medical office, and somehow that went out of business. So then they gutted it and turned it into a fucking
It's an auto zone.
auto
right?
zone.
Yeah.
Like a weird spot for an auto zone.
That's what we should do. Is we should buy the majority stock in, because it's penny stock right now in Blockbuster,
Blockbuster?
and turn it into something else like completely, but backed by the idea of like a Blockbuster thing.
So here's the thing, though.
Get off on nostalgia for that shit.
Yeah, the nostalgia's there, but also you can do the same thing for free, thanks to the library. If you want to rent a
Oh.
movie,
No, I'm not saying like bringing back like rentals. I'm saying like do something completely else with the name.
Blockbuster. So like we'll become a concrete company that
is-
makes blocks and breaks them over your head.
that's a good idea. Or we could be a company that comes to blocks, like a city block,
Mhm.
and decides to just break all the windows. We just show up,
That's
get out of the van. There are
Nah,
like
we
30 of us.
We
The-
just bust a
smash
nut
all
in the middle of the
windows and leave.
street.
that was another thing I was thinking. Like we could do it where we're Blockbuster, and what we do is we bring the block, and if you got like an ex or like a bad relationship ending, you could pay us to just throw a brick through your fucking ex's
Window.
windshield.
Through their fucking skull.
Through their fucking skull.
Yeah.
He said that quietly.
We'd
in
have to
there.
get it. We'd have to get a special permit for that one.
Yeah.
But thinking about just breaking some glass, you know.
That's the plot to the next Purge
Yeah,
movie.
we'll be a security contractor. We'll knock him in the block.
Or we could start like a
Block-
paramilitary force.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
Blackwater. We got Blockbuster up in this bitch.
Blockbuster coming in hot.
Blockbuster roll up on the block.
PFX, Phil.
All right. Yeah. Anybody got anything else?
I'm
'Cause we hit an hour.
Push me, soap.
Wait.
Way.
I want to feel like a little girl again.
Oh my god.
I want to get ride the teacups like when
No
I was a little
context
girl.
for anybody. That's just for us.
Way.
I gotta play another Call of Duty when I have time. I have so many video games I have to play. It's a problem right now.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
All right, guys. Do we have a magic minute?
I'm assuming he
Are you
forgot.
not booking celebrities anymore? It's your
That
only
one job, Max.
Who's invisible tonight?
Uber Ball.
Okay.
Fuck him. Go
You
back
were-
to Canada, you German.
Careful. He's about to knock you in the block.
I don't give a
I'm
shit.
gonna
We
blockbuster
own
you all up and down the
Blockbusters.
goddamn street. But
Blockbuster making Captain Chase out. Do you have a would you rather you want to do?
No.
Nah, I feel like we did. We definitely played the. How much money do you think this movie made?
yeah, that was good.
That was actually not bad.
But yeah, so hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight. We been trying to get back on our regular schedule every Saturday from like 10 or 11 on for an hour.
Yeah.
You can always catch us if you missed us, if you're joining at the last minute. Wherever streaming platform you desire, Twitch, YouTube,
Facebook.
what the
D-Live.
D-Live, all that stuff.
We're on all of
You can
those.
always find us. You can always go back and watch if you want to tune in live. Be sure to follow us, subscribe, all
Yep.
that lovely stuff. And we will see you guys back here next week.
What up?